Hello there and happy April 28th. It is 6 minutes after 11 o'clock on this Friday, April 28th, and it's great to be with you. Two things we're going to deal with today. First thing, attached to this email will be a link to this month's Lutheran Sentinel, which is our Synod's publication, and this is the month where it's strictly online, not a hard copy. And in this month's edition of the Sentinel, there are lots of interesting articles. There's an article about lust, and we all know that's interesting, but where does it come from and how do we deal with it? There's an article on the rapture, which is very interesting, not something that we Lutherans deal with, but a lot of Christians tend to get really wrapped up in. And read it. Read it. It'll give you some good information to share with those people in your life who believe in a rapture, who overemphasize a rapture, who are scared of a rapture, all that stuff. And there's a really interesting article about the role and importance of church attendance. Every pastor would recommend that to people, of course. It's a good edition. You've got it. Click on it. Read an article here or there whenever you have time. It's an excellent publication that our synod puts out. Second thing, I don't know how long ago, but I remember telling you on one of these videos, whenever you're reading a psalm, read it once and let it speak for you, and then read it a second time and let it speak to you. For you and to you. I'm going to read, beginning at verse 16, this is Psalm 94. Listen to this. Who will rise up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers? Unless the Lord had given me help, I would soon have dwelt in the silence of death. When I said, my foot is slipping, your love, O Lord, supported me. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought joy to my soul. Can a corrupt throne be allied with you, one that brings on misery by its decrees? They band together against the righteous and condemn the innocent to death. But the Lord has become my fortress and my God, the rock in whom I take refuge. So, that being said, let that speak for me. Well, how does that speak for me right now? Well, who will rise up against the wicked? It looks like the world's going crazy, and it is going crazy. And it looks like the wicked are just taking over. And I often say, God, what's going on? What are you going to do about this? Who's going to rise up? Well, it's speaking for me in my frustration. And it says, when I said my foot is slipping, your love, O Lord, supported me. Oh, let this speak to me. I'm slipping all the time, and I need to lean on Him for my understanding and for my support. This psalm speaks for me, but most importantly, it speaks to me. It speaks for me in my frustration, in my anger, in my sadness about what's going in the world, but it speaks to me. And it says, Greg Schmidt, no matter what's going on, I won't let your foot slip. I will always be with you. I love that last verse. But the Lord has become my fortress and my God, the rock in whom I take refuge. Are you slipping? Are you letting the world really bog you down and scare you and make you sad? Well, it's a temptation we can all fall into. Read Psalm 94 and let it speak for you. Let the frustration and anger come out, the sadness, but most importantly, let it speak to you, to assure you that God will never leave you nor forsake you, that Christ is indeed living and He is with you, taking care of you, holding your hand through this valley of the shadow of death, holding your hand all the way to the eternal banquet in heaven. That's where my power comes from to make it through life. That's where your power comes from. Praise the Lord, He has given us faith in His Son. Whew. And that means we can make it through anything that this world throws at us. All right? Well, you guys have a great day. Have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you in worship. Take it easy. Bye-bye.